Good morning to you, Geoffrey. Look, the Fed thinks it's all under control and it's all transitory at the moment. That is the constant mantra we're seeing from Jay Powell and indeed from one of his predecessors, of course, Janet Yellen as well. Do you think they're right?
I do think that they are looking at the labour market. The labour market's going to take a lot of time to heal and probably for markets to expect that wages are going to start surging with the next quarter or two on a sustainable basis. Those are the three key words. I do think that policymakers are right to err on the side of caution yet, and let alone the US. Other economies such as Australia are in much better position to say they've reached escape velocity or on the verge of doing so. Yet the RBA is saying, well, let's see what they say tomorrow. Wait till 2024, right? So arguably as dovish, if not more so, than the Fed, with a much more normal economy. I think the one question here is scarring. They still don't know how much the economy has scarred, and that will have a huge bearing on wages, on potential growth. Hence, it's always wise to err on the side of caution, and they can always deal with higher inflation if it suddenly surges.
I'm confused, Geoffrey. Not for the first time. Your wisdom has left me scratching my head. I thought you, ladies and gentlemen, over at BNY Mellon, thought that actually the jobs gap could close quicker than the Fed thinks. That's what I'm reading from John Vellis, anyway. So you can't have it dovish and jobs gap closing quicker. You can't have it both ways, Geoffrey.
So jobs gaps closing quicker on a sustainable basis, and does that translate into higher wage inflation? I think, again, that's the judgment that the Fed is going to take right now. In our view on just broader output gaps, capacity utilization, the supply shocks that we're seeing, that's going to be an even stronger upside push in terms of inflation. But overall, you need to see, again, the labour market participation come back as well. Look at the UK, the furlough scheme. We're still looking at 15 to 20% of jobs under furlough. So that is being distorted too. So there are just so many moving parts right now. It can close, but then it can open up again. And it will certainly open up again if policymakers tighten far too early in a state that both the real economy and also individual corporates, if they're not ready for that, then you can see that jobs gap widen aggressively again. So I think that's the stance that policymakers are taking right now. They want to see escape velocity and see it on a sustained basis.